Hi everybody, good evening. Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup with our Halfling Abyssal Knight, the Whirler. Alright, and so let me kind of... With the holidays, I haven't played this character in a second, and I need to look at what I even have going on. So, I've got my maces and flails very high. I have my slings as my best skill. Invocations, armor, shields, all looking great. I have a 45 armor class. I am wielding a +8 evening star that is vampiric. I have a defensive kite shield +2, crystal plate armor. I look pretty good. Pretty good. My resistances are quite poor, but everything else looks good on this character. Let me look at my runes. So we have the Barnacled rune and the Serpentine rune. And we can switch to, let's see, we have a Fustabulous. Let me see what I've got here. Exanimo, my friend, good evening. Happy New Year yourself. Happy 2021. I hope it's starting out well for you. So we've got our Fustabulous of Flaming, and then we have our Hunting Sling of the Lettuce. Both are good. Let me go ahead and change my items so that my Morning Star is A, and then I can just switch between my Fustabulous and my Evening Star. Perfect. Oh my gosh, me too, Exanimo. 2020.2 is not at all what we're looking for here. So, yeah, I need a good year. And I feel it feels good so far. I feel like we're on track for that. So I'm just going to be cautiously optimistic. I need to find a good staircase to go down into Vaults 5. Unfortunately, I don't really have one. So this will just have to do. Alright. Now remember, I'm going to go down. And then we need to look at what sees us. So when we come down into Vaults 5, we immediately see all of these guards, and there is a warden, which is a crying shame because that's the vault enemy that can lock the staircases on us. But mercifully, things are in our favor because he's adjacent to us on the stairwell. So when I go back up the steps, he should very well follow me. He did. And then we can kill him here and not worry about the fact that he's just going to close the doors. Now, we are going to have to consider the fact that when we go back down the stairs, we're going to be surrounded. Now, there's a couple of things to consider. Number one, it might be time to brand my weapon with distortion. I can do this once per game with Luganu. But vampiric seems pretty good for giving me a little bit more sustain right now, so I might keep it. When I start fighting Orbs of Fire, I know, Exanimo, I need that elevator, my friend. I'm going to probably save this for Orbs of Fire and just do this later. Enter the Abyss is our way of escaping if things go horribly for us. And then Corrupt is very, very tempting if we can pull more enemies towards the middle. Banish also. So, let's just stare dance. I don't have any potions that I want to put on me, like any buffs or anything like that. Not necessarily. I think we'll just dance it. down and up, and then we're surrounded by jerks. And so let's just try to kill some jerks. And we'll just tab them. And the vampiric is helping us tremendously right there. Let me see what is down here. There is a +0 tower shield of protection. Now my shield skill is 17. Oh, I can't use a tower shield because I'm a halfling. Never mind. So I don't even have to worry about it. I was like going to consider switching to the tower shield because I love tower shields. And I was looking at how high my shield skill was to see if it was a reasonable decision or not, but it doesn't matter. I'm too small. All right. So we got to take out this Etten really quickly, and this Yaktar, and then let's just start punching these guys, and we should be okay, as long as they don't have some kind of ridiculous branding, and they don't. They're going to have a hard time getting through the 45 armor class. Okay. So, now that we are through the first couple of batches, let's see what enemies have started to go. Hey, Booty Doo, my friend, Happy New Year. You know what I have for armor on this character, Booty Doo, is crystal plate. It's just +1 crystal plate, but my AC is 45, and I've got a whole bunch of massive strength. I have a 31 strength, slaying +5, a vampiric evening star that's +8. So I'm just kind of turned into a big tank. Now, I'm planning on potentially corrupting the dungeon, but not too many enemies have added on from the initial fray. I'm just kind of working on these vault guards for the moment. And with the vampiric weapon and the crystal plate, I'm not getting too badly injured, which is a good thing. I'm going to wait one turn, and I'm going to take a swing at this guy. And yeah, I wanted to get this Tengu. That's perfect. Let's get the Tengu right away before he gets us with his battle sphere, and then it's over. There's just a few scary moments where the Tengu Reaver has the battle sphere out, and then you're just not sure. I have 52. Let me drop some stuff. Oh, there you go, Booty Doo. Yeah, that Barachi Hunter with the orange crystal plate was a thing of beauty. That character was super powerful. You know what's funny is I haven't, because of the holidays, I've been a little bit out of practice with Dungeon Crawl. Been playing other games and just coming back into it. I didn't realize that version 0.26 was out and that the tournament starts on the 8th. So I'm looking to try to finish the game with this character. This will be my last version 0.25 character, and then just start having a blast seeing what version 0.26 is all about. No food, no spell hunger. Oh no, Exanimo, I wish this was the game's music. I am listening to a Spotify playlist that is lo-fi hip-hop video game music remixes. So yes, I try to have the chillest possible music. This game has absolutely no sound effects. No music and no sound effects. Unfortunately. Yeah, so it just helps me relax because this game is so intense. So I like to just chill out. Yeah, Booty Doo, I'm pumped about it. I mean, there's new races. Ooh, there's a gold dragon. See, so now we start to get into the hard stuff. There's new races. There's new backgrounds. They did some overhauls to some of the branches, like the swamps and things like that. So I'm excited about it too. All right, let me just take this guy up. Now, I'm really poisoned, so I have to quaff a potion of curing and start pounding this dude down. All right, and we can just rest. There we go. So there's no... Honestly, I would consider Gold Dragon scale armor if it dropped. because I don't have anything for resistances. I don't have resist poison, resist fire, so it's certainly on my list. Alright, we'll go back down. There's a frost giant and a HaAK tar who's continuing to trouble me. Let me just then switch and start pounding these guys with my Fustabulus. I can actually stay here for a bit and outrange them. Boy, Booty Doo, that's a great question. I'm interested in looking at which ones... There's a... Gosh, what are the... What's the centaur? They replaced the centaur with something. I'm interested in that for sure. I'm just going to go up the stairs. I'm not even going to mess with it. Oh, where'd all these ogres come from? Look at this ridiculousness. That's fine. It honestly helps. I'd have to look at the list again, Booty Doo, to find out which ones I'm excited about. I know there's like some more hybrid character types, but which one are you looking forward to? Yeah, that Titan, oh my gosh, this Shadow Dragon, it's going to be rough. It's going to drain the bejesus out of me because I have no resist negative energy. So say goodbye to my skills for a bit. Unless it's a shapeshifter. It's not. Can I just banish you? What are the chances? Oh, 14%. That's not very good. I can't banish you at all. But I can take you up the steps. So let's go. Please be kind. Alright, he drained me to yellow, which is bad, but not game over. Alright. So, interestingly, look where we are. We have cleared out... How many mapping? I only have one mapping. The central choke point of Vaults 5, which is generally the hardest place. But we really didn't attract too many of the enemies in here. Each of these squares in the diagonal quadrants of the zone are filled with tough enemies and potentially the Rune. Now, I'm going to kind of skate down the middle and try to just pick off some stragglers who are wandering along the outside, like this guy. Okay, so this guy wants to summon a bunch of dudes, and that's bad. So I need to get away as soon as I can. Tentacled Monstrosity is not my friend. I'm just going to kill this guy, and the Tentacle Monstrosity is going to be on me as soon as I go down the steps, so I got to take him out. There we go. And then let's just take up the Tengu, one of them. Just getting one Tengu Reaver by itself right there is terrific. Let's rest, down and up. And so now we have an Etten and a Reaver. I will kill the Etten first. And the Reaver without the sphere is okay. There we go. Alright. So here's Boris, who I don't want to see at all. That is a shame. Boris is a problem. He's going to be really, really... Oh. Huh. Where'd you pull these turkeys from? Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. These enemies actually aren't that difficult. Oh, you closed the door? Get out of here with that. I'm marked. I got to kill this guy as soon as possible and get up the steps. There we go. Okay. Being marked in this spot is not fun, but what I can do is try and just do enough damage with my vampiric weapon to some of these ogres to stay alive. I have to be extremely careful of this Titan because I don't have resist electricity. Oh, Exanimo, I have certainly heard of Baldur's Gate 3. I'm super pumped about it. I loved 1 and 2, I know that you can buy it, and it's in like early access or whatever at the moment, and I'm gonna wait until it's completely released before I try it. But yeah, I'm super stoked about it. Have you started playing it yet, or heard any good things about it? Golden Eye was scary. Alright, now we're getting a lot of hard enemies that are coming into the middle, and that's great. Oh, wow. That wasn't great. Yeah, great idea. No, I'm super... Do you know exactly when it comes out? Is it going to be a bit before it's ready? Ouch. I just got exploded by a fireball right there. I'm in very bad shape right here because I can't. Oh no, I'm too hungry. Uh-oh. Okay, let me quaff a potion of heal wounds really quickly. Uh-oh. This could be it. Let me... Here. I can read, so let me read a scroll. Oh no, it's my magic points that are the problem. Let me read a scroll of blinking and go here. Take me here, please. And then let me quaff a potion of magic, and then I'm with you, Xanimo. I don't want to take the game until it's fully ready either, until they've balanced it, until everything's done. So yeah, I'll wait. That's cool. That's good because I'm still trying to... I need to play through Pillars of Eternity and Underrail, which are just like both deep, long RPGs. So I've got my plate full with those, and I want to be totally ready for Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm glad I do have some time. Alright, so I need to actually use Enter the Abyss to bail out because I'm getting punched. Oh, Booty Doo. I am rooting for you so hard for your first victory. I will say, I've never come close to winning with a Phalid. It's a very hard race, but you might have a lot of fun. I would say if you're going for your first victory, I still think Minotaur, Fighter, or Berserker. But at the same time, it's great to get practice and experiment. I know, Xanimo, Return of the Backlog for sure. My backlog, I mean, with the Steam Winter Sale, with Christmas gifts, I'm way behind. I'm in the weeds on my games, but that's a great problem to have. You talk about first world problems. All right, so I'm going to eat, and I'm going to just rest as much as I can. And I'm just going to quaff a potion of curing. And... I'm with you, Booty Doo. It's so hard to slow down in this game. It lulls you into a false sense of security where you think you're doing great, and then quickly things turn on a dime, just like they happened to me. I was doing fine, and then the doors locked, and I stayed around a little bit too long. But luckily, I had some escape methods here, so I'm going to drink a bunch of these potions. Curing. And then I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to quaff Ambrosia, to be honest, and just wait and see if I can kind of sneak around in here for a little bit. This guy wants to come fight, and that's fine. There we go. Naga Warrior. This is probably somebody that I actually banished to the Abyss. Hey, Neo. Hey, my friend. This is Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. It is one of the original roguelike games. It's still in development. There's a new update that just came out, in fact, for it. It's free to play, and it's fantastic. It's extremely difficult, but it's a lot of fun. I am a halfling visiting the Abyss, which is normally a nightmarish extra dimension that no one wants to go into, but because of the god that I worship, Luguno, I'm at home here, who is indeed the god of this realm. I'm going to punch through this Naga if I can, and the Smoke Demon too. The Draconian Shifter I don't really want to see, but I don't have much choice, so we'll just kill you. There we go. You got a good cloak? You don't. Okay. Now, what we did was we used our god ability to escape into the Abyss. It takes a lot of piety, and it's not a move you want to use very much, but it's yes, Exanimo. It's a move that you want to do in an emergency, which I was in. But now I'm back to reasonable health and good magic and can leave the Abyss. Your quest in this game is singular. It is to acquire 3 runes of Zot so that you can open up the realm of Zot, which is one of the deepest places in the dungeon, and then go in to get the Orb of Zot, which is this ridiculously powerful magical artifact. And once you pick it up, then you need to run out and escape the dungeon with it. And if you do that, you win the game. You need 3 runes to do that. I have 2 of the runes that you need, and I'm working to get my 3rd. And then I can go try and get the Orb of Zot, escape, win the game. It is not easy. It is a game that took me a year to beat for my first time. He was very popular in high school. He was captain of the wizarding, like the Quidditch team, basically, probably. It's a game that has, like, I think people have something collectively like a 1% or less win rate in this game. That's how punishing it is, and yet somehow it's rewarding. Yeah, it's really hard. People mostly die. Most of the time, you die. Yeah, it's super hardcore, and it's permadeath. So when you die, you have to start a completely new character. Nothing carries over. All of your progress is lost. It's brutal. But the more you play, the more you kind of get into it. Like, you know, you make a little bit of progress, you get a little bit better. Okay, I need to run now. So I'm going to now use my ability to depart the Abyss. Now, I will exit the Abyss and re-emerge in the vaults at the exact location from which I left. So I'm still in bad shape, but I'm not going to die instantly. Now, here are some options for myself. I was marked at one point, but because of the noise, all of these enemies know where I am. Now, if you're new to the game, you can see all of the different enemies that are on the screen here. However, in the right, there's also a list of the enemies that you can see, and they're color-coded by the game's kind of wonky estimation of their difficulty, which is just basically the enemy's hit dice against your character's level or something like that. So this golden dragon that you see here is red, which means this is very hard. Yellow means this is about an equal difficulty challenge. So having lots of equal challenges and a hard challenge present at the same time is a disaster. And it's not going to get any better, because the way that this game works is I'm making noise, all of these enemies are making noise, and this noise is alerting other enemies to our presence, and they're going to start piling onto the fight. So unless you have a lot of area of effect skills, which I do not, and you want that to happen, it's not a great idea. However, now that I think about it, I do have one area of effect skill, and I'm going to use it right now. This could mean that my character dies, but it's also fun. Actually, Exanimo, let me... it's complicated sometimes when you see the map. So there is this dragon here. This is what I want to explain. So this dragon and this dragon are not really there. The way that this works is these lighter squares represent my field of view. So what I can see right now is this kind of wedge shape. And then everything else in these darker squares is like fog of war. Like I can't see it with my character in its current position, so I don't know what's there. However, the last time my character looked at this square, there was a dragon here, but it's very probably this dragon that has since moved. So these squares are not reliable except for the walls. In terms of what's going on. Yeah, it's tricky, Exanimo. It takes a second to get used to looking at this game. These are state-of-the-art graphics, as you can tell. But what is going on here that's true